pleasant library.
I love that we're at the library. What a great library we have.
I know. It is a great library.
Oh my gosh. So this morning started at 4 and last night ended at 10 p.m. because the big kids wouldn't go to bed.
So there's no sleep.
No sleep. But you don't have sleep either, even without a baby, because dogs might as well be babies.
4:30.
Oh my God.
She digs her nails into the floor to let us know. And then because Matt didn't get up to take the dog out, she pooped in the room.
Love it. Love it.
So then we were cleaning up poop this morning.
Poop to start your morning. Perfect.
Well, we have some big news here.
Yes, I'm so excited.
This is our first episode of MomCom.
Here we are.
And we're just here to let everyone know it's not you, it's motherhood.
Yes, it is. You're not crazy.
Yes.
Maybe a little.
Well, it definitely makes you crazy. That is for sure. I'm Nicole.
And I'm Shannon.
And what we want to do is tell you a little bit about ourselves, our background, what led us here, and what our intention is for the show.
Yeah. So we're excited to be here. We're excited to share our story.
Yes.
I think a big thing we've learned in motherhood and friendship is just you need to find your people. You need to find your community because it can be very lonely and you can feel a little, I guess I've already said it twice now, feel a little crazy, a little nuts sometimes.
Crazy and alone. All right. So let's do some intros on our kid situation.
Yes.
Okay.
You go first.
Griffin is my son. He's my firstborn, and he is 10, almost 11. And my daughter, Quinn, is 9. They are 18 months apart, and that was really challenging. It was basically like having 2 babies.
You did.
At the same time. And once you got through one terrible phase, and you're like, oh, good, the next one started. And then you're in the same terrible phase for like double the length of time. And I'm like, when is this going to end?
And they're egging each other on. And
when is it going to end? And on top of that, through a lot of help, getting a lot of help to kind of figure out why my kids were doing the things they were doing, we had Griffin diagnosed with sensory processing disorder. He has extreme anxiety, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
It still can be horrible. And I have so many stories, and I didn't understand why he was doing the things he was doing. And I just thought, this can't be normal.
Right. And as a first-time mom,
you have no idea.
You don't know.
I had no idea. Like, why is he doing this? You know, the speech delays, the not eating, slapping me, a lot of physical aggression, from being frustrated, sensory overload. So then he'd lash out, always attacking his sister. I mean, I could go on and on, but I think that's the purpose of the show, is to kind of say, hey, we've been here. We're still here.
Yeah, we're in it.
She's really in it. And to kind of make other moms not feel alone. Because when I was going through this, I had no support at all. Everyone told me they'll grow out of it. Oh, my kids don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, they make you feel like it's a parenting situation, like I'm not a good parent. I'm reading all the books. And I called the author, Tina Bryson, of The Whole Brain Child, because I was reading all of their books. Like, I'm going to crush this. I'm going to be the best mom. And nothing was working. And she is actually the person that said to me, I think you have something else going on.
It's amazing. It's amazing that you got through to her. But that's you.
Right? I was
Nicole
on a
will
mission.
Stop at nothing, which is what's so amazing and what drew me to you, because if you say you're going to do something, you make it happen, and it's amazing. And especially when it's for your kid, right? You stop at nothing.
I would stop at nothing to make sure that they live a happy, successful, thriving life.
Yeah.
And I just have come a long way.
Yeah. It's amazing. You've been quite a guide for me as well. So I'm Shannon. I have 3 kids. My daughter, Lucy, is 10. And she and Quinn are very good friends, which
They are.
is nice and helps and makes life even more fun.
It does.
My son Thomas is 7, so he's in 2nd grade. And then we have a big old gap. And then I have a baby, Matthew. I'm always going to call him the baby. He's officially a toddler now, but he is 2 as of July, and he keeps all of us on our toes.
You are in it.
He is 3rd child. I mean, birth order could not be more real in my house, the way it plays out.
Yes.
You hear about birth order.
That's true.
It is so real in my house. And it's just so funny because I think back to, same thing. I read all the books. I overloaded on Instagram. I think it was too much, to be honest.
It is all too much.
And I feel like sometimes there's just so much information for us now that you almost forget sometimes to just trust your own instinct and trust your gut. Because you're like, okay, let me practice this one, or let me do what this person said. And which is great to have that guidance, but it can be overwhelming. When Lucy was 2 weeks old, I didn't know it at the time. I was out of my mind. I was so anxious, not even realizing how the way I'm acting is gonna, your baby feels that.
Yes.
But I didn't understand all of that yet,
That's
right?
true.
I just was so obsessed with wanting to be the best possible mom to the point where I was overkill. It was too much. I didn't think anyone else could look at her the right way, watch her the right way. And I was crying, and I would run out of the room, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my mom was there when she was born. I'm like, Mom, I think she's sick. Something's wrong. She's like, Shannon, she's fine. She's fine. You're doing great. Hard. She's fine. But it was just, it's so much, right? And you think
no one tells you that you're going to have.
I thought,
they talk about postpartum a little bit more.
But I even feel like 10 years ago, I didn't hear it as much. And I
don't talk about the anxiety.
No, I would have been like, postpartum.
They talk about like depression.
Yeah.
Right? Like I had that with both of my kids, more with Griffin. I cried from the minute he was born, and I did not stop crying from the minute he was born. I felt like my entire life was over. The life as I knew it was gone. Yeah. And I remember my friend texting me like, oh, aren't you so in love? And I was like, no, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not in love. I feel like, what did I just do?
And then you're like, what's wrong with me? Why do I not feel the way?
And then she's like saying, I'm so in love with my baby. And I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. I have to do this. I have to listen to him cry for the rest of my life. And then my mother-in-law tells me, oh, one day they just stopped crying. Guess what, Diane?
Listen up.
They have not stopped crying. Okay. They're 10 and almost 11, or 9 and 11. They have not stopped crying. There is still a lot of tears.
Well, it's funny, not to just keep harping on it, but I feel like I was oh my gosh, I am obsessed with this child. How did I have a life before her? Like the extreme on the other way.
Yes.
However, I think that still all goes into postpartum. But I was very you know me. I'm very defensive. I don't want to hear if there's something not right, So I didn't even want to hear anything about possible, depression, postpartum, any of that, because I thought, that's not me.
I love that we're having this conversation because I didn't know. I wouldn't know this about you.
Yeah. I
wouldn't know.
I get I've made some breakthroughs just in the past year, right? With
you and I.
Because I feel, unfortunately, I think I don't know why, but there was like a stigma around it for me still, even though we've come so far, with understanding mental health is so real. But I think I just kind of grew up in a way where let's not really talk about those things, kind of shoved under the rug. It's no offense to the way I was raised. It's just
how
the time was. So I just wouldn't even have had any type of an open mind to those conversations. I was just going to go through it as I needed to go through it. And that was that. So.
Right. Well, I think that we were supposed to meet then.
We were. Should we tell how we met?
Yeah. And too bad Matt's gone. But because he's such a... Oh, he is the reason, pretty much. Well, we would have met anyways, I feel like.
We would have, but Nicole's husband, Matt.
Yes, you tell the story, because you were there. I was not there.
Yes. So I guess to rewind, we each moved to the same area.
Oh, yes.
What, 4.5?
2020.
I was 2021.
Really?
So you were 2020.
Yeah, September 2020.
Okay, and we were the end of May 2021. And so we have a community pool. And as we said, we have, at that time, we only had 2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also obviously had her 2.
And they were much younger. I mean, they were
so little.
What, 5 and 6?
I mean, Quinn's
or...
hair was literally up to here, remember? Because she cut her own hair. It was so cute. She had his little curls.
Yeah.
But so I was at the pool with my two, and Nicole's husband, Matt, was at the pool with his two. So Tim wasn't with me, and you weren't with Matt because you were at Costco. I remember because I could hear this man on the phone with his wife, and I swear he was like, yeah, taquitos, let's try them.
I know the taquitos you're talking about. Yeah.
But so, I mean, you know my personality. I talk to anybody. Matt talks to anybody. So we have little kids playing. So he and I strike up a conversation. And I couldn't tell you the details of that conversation now. But I knew he was, he shared he was from Chicago and recently moved here. I shared we moved from New Jersey, but both had worked in Manhattan before. And we were just sort of talking business, talking life. And Matt's the best. He goes, you have to meet my wife. You have to. He goes, you two would just love each other. I just know you two would get along. And so that's how it happened. We exchanged numbers. Yes. Me and your husband.
And then I texted you and said, come to Quinn's birthday party.
Your daughter's birthday party.
And you're like, really?
It was so good. And then that literally kicked off this friendship that has been.
It did. And I don't even remember after that. Like, you just came to the birthday party and it just kind of like.
Well, and it turned out Matt and Tim were like kindred spirits as well. The two of them just got along so well. Yeah. So then the four of us, you sort of became my Charleston concierge.
Yes.
And you would say, did you hear about this restaurant? I'm like, no, I didn't. And so you would make the reservations and the four of us would go. And I just love that Matt said, you need to meet my wife. You guys would love each other. And he was right.
He was right. And I think he's only done that with one other person. And I think he just, after 15 years together, like he knows what kind of girl I am.
But you know what I love is that we're not carbon copies of each other.
I think
that's why we work so well.
Also, you are the same sign as my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And you two are so similar.
It's so funny.
Your creativity. Yeah. You're so creative. Quinn is. I mean,
we really figured this out.
You love to shop.
When we took our girls' trip together.
Woo!
So the four of us.
Forget me and Lucy.
Fun.
We'll be in the car waiting for Quinn and Shannon to finish their makeup haul.
So fun. The fact that Quinn and I had so much in common, I was like, I don't know. Does this mean she's really mature or am I just like a kid?
Which one of you said, I just want to hear it drop into the
cart?
Quinn.
She's so funny. She's like, ching, ting, ting. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a fun trip. So
it was really fun.
Yeah. And then fast forward now, how many years? 4 years, basically.
Yeah.
And
a lot has happened in that time.
A lot has happened. Yeah. Changes with friendships and growing in different ways. Your family
new
growing.
Houses, new babies. You've got
like just
new animals. We have bunnies.
I've had animals come and go. a lot of things. But most importantly, I will say that you always say the right thing that I need to hear at the right time. Always. No matter what it is, Shannon will be like, oh God, I'm so sorry that's happening. Like, you have empathy.
Oh, thank you.
And a lot of people in this world do not have empathy. They try to ask questions. They try to, minimize, problem solve. And when it comes to having kids, you really can't do that. Sometimes you just want to feel heard.
You just need to hear it. And I think and I appreciate that so much because, it's obviously it's just who we are and how our friendship has grown because I think it's amazing, not to get cheesy on us, but I've grown so much in the time that I've known you because you unintentionally, I think, you sort of have an amazing way of pushing and nudging me in the direction that maybe I needed to go when I feel stuck, but not telling me, here's the roadmap, but that encouragement that you give. And I don't know if you realize you do it or not, but I feel like I've grown so much. I'm 41 years old. I've grown more since our friendship. I'm getting emotional because I realized you really have just encouraged so much and you're so driven and you're just so sure of you and your intention and where things are going to go. And when things get rough, it's a season and you move through it. And I think I was capable of getting kind of stuck sometimes in those seasons. And you've encouraged me to say, you know what, just do it. Go for it.
I think
start something.
Yes. I think it's because like with my kids especially, I felt like it would never end.
Yeah.
But then as time goes on, I was able to learn, like, you're in a, whew, let me tell you guys, she is in it. Like,
we're in it.
You know, Matthew is the cutest kid you've ever seen in your life. Thank God.
He is a beautiful, beautiful boy. Whew.
I don't know how she does it. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how any of us do it, to
Right.
be quite honest with you. You just do it.
You just do it. Yeah.
And, you know, I think because I've done it, and it's always nice to have someone who's like, hey, my kid, you know, I just found these journals that I was writing memories when they were happening in real time with my kids when they were little, because they were crazy, both of them. Some people are like, oh, my first child was so perfect and the perfect child. I didn't have that. Okay. I had insanity from the time both of them were born. And I read this one journal blip, and it was like, Griffin, you're 3 years old. When are you going to stop peeing all over the house? I've done everything. I've made you clean it up. I've yelled at you. I've not yelled at you. I've ignored it. And nothing works. And I'm just going to wait. And she's like, and then I said, it's been 3 to 4 months. You finally stopped. I hope this is going to last.
And did it?
I don't remember.
He's 10 now. Is he peeing all over the house?
He's peeing outside.
Well, boys.
On the trees.
I mean, that's Thomas's favorite thing.
Him and his friend just did that the other day.
We pull in the driveway. To go into the house to the bathroom is much closer than sprinting to the backyard to pee, but he sprints to the... I think it's just
it's
the
just
boy
boys.
thing.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. And then one of his friends is like, I was peeing over here and saw a snake. And I'm like, what? Don't go in the backyard. I told you there's snakes. So anyhow,
I hope that
I think this is why we are here, right? Because we complement each other.
Yes.
We have a beautiful friendship. We have 2 different stories, different children,
different perspectives.
And we want to help other moms not feel alone.
Yeah.
And everything that they're going through, whatever it is. Because on top of being a mom, you have real life stuff.
Yeah. And it comes when
husbands
you least
make money, making money, challenges, like, you know, what to eat, what to make, grocery shopping, like all of
Who knew that dinner was going to be such a thing? When I was a kid, who thought about, oh my gosh, you have to make dinner every night. And half your family won't eat what you make. And it's a whole thing. Yeah, there's so much. But I do think, you know, and I think with you and I, by no means are we suggesting that we have every answer.
We don't.
Because we're in it right now. But we also know it's comforting to have that community and have people that are in a similar situation. And I think that's our intent, right? Is if we can help one person feel less alone, less crazy, or feel more happy, more inspired to try something new, whatever it might be. I think that's what we're trying to do here, right?
Yes.
Because we've done that. We do that for each other. We have, you know, we'll sort of push each other in different ways. And I think that's the hope.
You know that meme where it's like, I want mom friends that text me at 7 a.m. saying I hate everybody. Like, this is what we do.
That's us. Yeah. We could flip through those texts right now. We'll do it. But
oh my God. Why is everyone annoying me?
You don't need someone who starts with like, good morning. We just go right in.
Yeah.
We just straight in.
Oh, been up since 4. Oh gosh. I remember those days. Griffin's reverting back now that he hasn't had sports.
Oh, is he?
So he's going back to falling asleep at 7:30 and getting up like at 5. But that's great because he has a perm. And I have to do his hair every morning.
So
I don't even do my hair. This is like as good as it gets. I usually look like a hot mess.
You don't.
Yes, I do. So but as long as his hair is good.
So funny.
We're good.
That's so funny. I feel like that's only going to intensify as he continues to get older.
And then Quinn, my daughter, is mad because she wants to be at school early.
But you're doing his hair.
But we have to do Griffin's hair. So then I look at her face and I have to stop this. I really do. I feel really bad about it. But I'm like, why does your face look like that? Like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with your face? You have the best life. Why?
Right.
Why does your face look like that?
Oh my God.
I need to stop that.
It's hard.
I feel really
hard
bad
in the moment. It's all hard in the moment.
But I just feel like my kids should just be walking around
happy. Because look at this beautiful life.
with smiles on their face, like, I've got the best life
I know.
ever, you know, and they're not.
No.
And so you're like,
I know. And it's hard.
What is happening?
Because you forget they're also little people too with all their own emotions.
They
So
do.
I'm like, wait, I have my bad days. I have to allow my kids to have bad days
Yes.
too. But man, it's hard in the moment. When they come home, sometimes they get off that bus. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go.
I used to dread it
on their face.
Just so you know.
Oh,
you probably do know. I used to dread. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to
come
home. They're coming home soon. I'm not mentally prepared for this.
Oh, it's a lot.
Because they would come home and instantly start fighting.
Yeah.
Because they're so overstimulated from school all day long.
Right.
And they're hungry and they're tired and they save it all for you. And at school, everyone's like, oh, they're so wonderful. And I think that's really amazing. Like, great. And
we remind ourselves of this all the time. They give us the worst version because they love us and they trust us the most, right? But sometimes in the moment,
it's very hard.
Yeah.
And you have an extra layer because having a toddler and having two others that are like fighting and having their situations going on or whatever it may be in that moment, like that is really hard.
We're all in it. And that's why friendship's so important, right? That's why thank you for being my sanity check. Or again, just going, it's hard. I remember, or sending me your videos or pictures of Griffin and Quinn when they were going through it. It does make you feel.
I hope those make you feel better.
It does.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
It makes you feel like you're just not alone, right? Or that you're not.
Yes.
My big, every night I'm like, I'm messing them up. Am I doing a good enough job? Do they know how love? All the things, because we all have our moments during the day, but we're all doing the best we can. Right?
I think about that all the time because when I was their age, I was doing everything, cleaning the house, food, taking care of my brother. And I'm learning that kids with ADHD, their brains work differently. And what motivates them is completely different than like what motivates me.
Right.
So like there's no urgency or desire to flush the toilet, make their bed, clean their room. And they say, oh, that's all kids. That's not true. Like, I do believe that ADHD has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like researching more about it because even my husband who has ADHD, I've told him 75,000 times, don't leave your shoes on the front porch where I walk out of the door because I'm going to fall when I've got two dogs with me. And we've been together for 15 years. It hasn't changed.
Not to mention you have the added layer of two dogs. One who is still pretty much a puppy. So that's a whole, every time I come over, it's so funny. She has to tackle the dogs. And then my daughter is allergic to dogs and a little bit fearful. So she has to put them into the bedroom. And then Matthew comes over and right after Nicole gets the dogs in the bedroom and calm, Matthew walks over and goes, doggies, and opens the door and they come out. And it's chaos. It's chaos. But you know what? It's us. Like,
well, how about when Gunnar was attacking Thomas and I was trying to train the dog. Gunnar was a puppy, and Thomas comes over.
And he was little. I mean, what was he?
4,
5? Something like that.
And I said, don't worry. Let me try my new shocker. Like, it like beeps and, it doesn't hurt them or anything, but it wasn't even turned on. And Thomas is up
against the wall, and we're like, just wait for it to work. And Matt's saying, are you sure it's on? You're like, of course it's on.
So we're fighting.
Hey, real life. So maybe we should, I don't know. Do we want to share a little bit about what to expect in our upcoming episodes?
Yes.
Or hope
expect us two hotties
in my oversized men's button down, really in my.
But we are going to share, at least I feel the need to share a lot of really truthful moments with, also helpful tips.
Yeah.
Some doctors who know more than me, people that I've gone to help, if we could get them on the show to help you, and just be really honest. That's what you can expect from me, even if I think I'm honest about everything.
I think you're the most honest person I've ever met. And I think my initial hesitation, if we're being honest, was... again, goes back to what I was saying at the beginning, where I have this defense mechanism. I don't know what it is, but this idea like, oh no, everything's fine. And I think you've really helped me realize it's okay and actually good to just be honest. So I'm going to also share.
Yes. I think that's what we're going to do.
And I think you bring up a good point, though, that, it's not always just going to be us with
Yes.
our banter. We want to bring, the goal is to get people on here that know more than us.
And other moms that
goal.
have gone,
Yes.
like, I have a friend, and I don't want to talk about her story. I want her to talk about it. I mean, she's such an inspiration to me. It gives my body chills that to go through what she has gone through and to still be standing, smiling, working, living life in the way that she does is impressive and inspirational. And so I think hearing other moms that have these challenges too, and what do they do to overcome? Because at the end of the day, what I've learned from my life guru is everything is about living in joy.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm being honest, it's really hard to always live in joy when you have children.
And when there's just chaos.
And they're in bad moods, and then it affects your mood. And, so that's, I think, the whole intent here is to help other moms not feel alone.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest.
And to try to share how we can all feel more joy in motherhood. Because it's not you, it's motherhood.
It's motherhood.